Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're tuning in from. We are going to interview sweet, darling, wonderful Kellie Haehnel. So let me introduce her properly. Kellie, the compassionate owner and operator of the Spirit Wellness Center, believes in the profound influence of touch, considering it the most important and potent of our senses. She dedicates herself to outstanding individuals on their journey to wellness, encouraging them to transcend the ordinary and connect with their true, authentic selves. Kellie's mission is to serve as a guiding light, providing support and nurturing through heart-centered alternative modalities that promote harmony in the mind, body, and spirit. Kellie inspires others to wholeheartedly embrace their authentic selves as she has done herself, with abundance of love and joy, making her a dedicated advocate for holistic well-being. And that doesn't even begin to sing the praises of this woman. She is so kind and loving and thoughtful. And I'm completely thrilled to welcome our friend, Kellie Haehnel. Yay!
A wonderful intro.
Hi, Kellie.
Hi, Jamie. How are you today?
Doing great. I can't wait to hear a little bit about why you chose to get involved with this retreat. Maybe talk to us a little bit about why you're a speaker, why you chose to be a speaker, why you're being a sponsor, maybe a little bit about participation, something along those lines.
That's a loaded question, right? So my whole purpose is to inspire others so that they feel inspired in my presence. And that can be anything from just helping them rediscover their authentic self. And I'm also certified in the Jack Canfield Success Principles program. So I'm going to try to pull some of that into my program. And so I think I have a lot to provide or to give others through being an energy sound healer since the early 2000s. I'm also a certified life purpose coach. And then, like I said, a certified success principles train the trainer. So I'm excited to share what I know and hopefully, like I said, inspire others to really move forward and live that authentic life that they so deserve.
So I guess just share a little bit about your personal journey and why you consider it a transformation on some level, in some way.
Wow. Well, you know how we all get locked into our day-to-day routines and that we're more likely to realize that we're surviving and not thriving until something really shakes our foundation. We don't really understand what that means. That happened to me. All within a week, I lost my job. I filed for divorce. I left my home, my two daughters, and didn't have any money. And I was shocked awake and realized that I was just moving through the motions. And today I take inspired action each and every day, and I've realized in an abundant and blessed life. And that's in all areas of my life. So yeah, it's usually takes something to really shock us for us to realize that it was time for change.
Okay, so Kellie, tell us a little tiny bit about how you view your sponsorship role in this retreat.
Well, I'm really, first of all, honored to be partaking in this event. This is the third event I'll be partaking with you. And again, there's a lot, not only during my day job where I'm an HR executive, but also with the Spirit Wellness Center where I provide life coaching, energy sound healing, and many other services. So I help people through transition. And that could be anything from a significant job loss to a change in career, helping them with their resumes, their cover letters, their LinkedIn profile, or even just coaching around a job interview. Or they're going through a life transition where they've gone through a divorce, they're finding themselves an empty nester, or like me, I'm moving into that lovely age where I'm starting to do a life review. So I'm looking at all the accomplishments that I made and what I yet want to accomplish going forward. So again, redefining what I want to accomplish, my purpose, and how I can be of better service to others out there. And know that we're not alone through all these transitions.
That's a huge piece of the puzzle for me, is
Definitely.
knowing, having people recognize that nobody succeeds without help. Not one
It's
person
that
on this planet.
It's that whole community. And if I can share a little bit of the things that I learned, the mindsets, the tools to help someone move through those transitions easier, then I've done my job. I have served my purpose.
Absolutely. Love it. Love it.
Well, typically when we get into that moment of transformation and realizing we are, it's usually when we're being pushed out of our comfort zone, right? And it's like, do I really want to do this? And sometimes we don't realize that what occurs is truly a gift. I would have never have thought that I'd be leaving my marriage and leaving my home and all of that. And yet, after I got through that, which wasn't an easy process, this isn't always easy, I realized, wow, it was the best thing that could have happened for me, my family, everyone. You know, my ex-husband's much happier, I'm much happier, my daughters are thriving.
Yeah.
So when we're pushed out of that comfort zone, it takes that moment of reflection of where we are in that moment for us to really realize that it's safe, number one, to jump off that curb, and number two, how far we've really come. You know, it's taking that reflection. Geez, what has really happened over the last 6 months? And realizing, wow, I've really come a long way in my journey. So it's really important that we take that reflection time. And then you start realizing how many opportunities you didn't plan for that popped up. And as you continue to go through your growth period, you'll start realizing, I'm getting this thought in my head. It really feels right. I'm going to take it. And that's what I call inspired action.
Beautiful.
I don't question it anymore.
Yeah. So talk a little bit about, in the beginning of experiencing that, what it might look like, why you might question every action that you take, like what does it look like for the beginning stages of
Beginning stages.
inspired action?
Well, I think what happened in my own experience is, wow, I was just in this bubble of focus, right? It was just getting through the day and not realizing how much joy or time with my kids or anything like that I was missing. And I'm not going to say there's regrets, because for me, there are no regrets. But I was able to take a step back and say, wow, is this really how I want my life to be? And having the courage to take that deep breath. Yeah, this might not be comfortable, but what does it mean? What action can I take? What steps do I need to take? And then reaching out and talking to a trusted friend or someone to bounce ideas off. And then knowing that you're worthy. You're worthy to have everything you ever dreamed of. And that's a big thing for us. We don't feel that we're deserving, but we are. And start trusting your gut, that intuition that you have, because it won't lead you wrong. There's times that I go, you can't be serious. This is what you really want me to do, universe? Seriously? No. And then it'll just come back harder at you. And then it'll knock you down on your bum and say, okay, are you ready to listen? I'm like, okay. And then you realize, wow, it really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. You know, we have this vision of our purpose, our vision of what we want our life to be. And when we do that, we put ourselves in a box. But when we trust the universe and all the signs it brings us, it's just amazing. There's so much more out there that we don't put limits on that we can achieve. So it's trusting those, again, that intuition and those signs that you get. I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what to do. Don't know where to go. Who am I? Who am I to even think that I can do this? I don't have the skills. I don't have the degrees. I don't have. I believe we all have innate gifts in this. And those gifts need to be shared with the world, in one factor or not. And I equate my coaching as when you're in the life storm, in those rocky waters, and you can't get solid footing, I'm that lighthouse to help guide you to the shore so that you can get that grounding to where you can take that deep breath, feel safe, and I can help you get clarity and then explore multiple pathways that you could take. We all need somebody now and then. And that was one of the hardest lessons I had to learn is I don't have to be a martyr. I don't have to do it on my own. We need to ask for help. And when we ask for help, it's amazing how people want to support us. And that's what we need to do is share our gifts, shine our light, and go out and know that we are all connected and we're all meant to be support and celebrate each of our uniqueness.
Love that.
That's what makes life colorful and enjoyable.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If you had to choose one priority for somebody to start with or to start being really aware of in their experience, what would that be?
Putting themselves first. We don't do that,
Yes.
especially as women. We're always, whatever energy we have left at the end of the day, being a mom, a wife, a job, anything like that. Oh crap, I have to do the dishes because I have no more clean forks. All of that comes before us. And sometimes it's just taking that 20-minute hot bath, no interruptions, to read a motivational book or just breathe is really important. That self-care. Well, I think, like I said, we all have innate gifts and we need to embrace that and recognize that. We all have a purpose on earth. I believe that. I don't, how can I explain this? Again, we're all connected. We're connected to the trees. We're connected to each other. My neighbors giggle at me because when a tree loses its branches, I'm out there connecting with my trees. We all have so much to give. And I think that's what makes the world so much more richer. We have this tapestry of life that we lead. And every person we come in contact with, whether it's just they pass us on the sidewalk, they add a thread to that tapestry of our life. And people come into our lives and we're like, I know you, but I don't know who you are, but I know you on a soul level. Or like, I don't know you, but I think now you're my friend, kind of concept. People come into our life for a purpose. And sometimes it's hard letting them go when they no longer serve whatever purpose they were put in our path. And that can be painful. But it just makes room for more to come in. And again, we're not meant to walk this path alone at all. And each and every person, if we allow it, can make a significant impact into our lives, and we can make an impact in others. You never know what someone's going through. That hurried and crabby cashier, you don't know what's going on in their life. And just being kind and warm and saying thank you and giving them a smile could transform their day, and you don't know the impact you've had. So I think it's realizing that we have that purpose.
I love that answer. Tell me a little bit about anybody in particular that jumps out who has influenced you, or who you think of as a mentor.
Oh my word.
I know, right? Just one?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think as a mentor. I know everybody probably says this, but Oprah. I mean, she came from nothing. She came through, horrific childhood experiences. But that past didn't define who she is. The color of her skin, she was judged on that. She was a woman in a male-driven environment. But she continued to know her worth and keep moving forward. And today she has a significant impact on so many people. If I could just sit down and chat in her chairs in her backyard like she does, that would be, an ultimate goal for me. But to be able to have that kind of impact on people by just being you and living your purpose. And I strive for that every day.
Yay. Wonderful. So if somebody wants to reach out to you to find out more about Kellie Haehnel, how did they do that?
They can go to my website, thespiritwellnesscenter.com, or they can email me at Kellie, Kellie, at thespiritwellnesscenter.com, or they can give me a call at 612-804-4463.
Woohoo. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for your time today. We absolutely love you so much, and we're so glad you said yes.
Well, live life inspired by awakening your soul. Thank you.
Perfect place to end.